Alright, well, I'm going to try to give you guys a quick little overview of the fish house. I know I see a lot of people, see if I can turn the camera around. I just have my phone, so you might not be able to see me. But I see a lot of people, they post a lot of videos of the fish house that they build, and they always say at the end they're going to post a video of it once it's out on the ice. So I figured, well, no better time than now. She's out on the ice, and I've been using it now for a few months. So I'll kind of give you guys a little walkthrough, let you know what I did, why I did it. Well, I guess to start out with, you guys probably see the bunks. It's pretty obvious sticking out there. I actually found out that I actually like leaving this bunk down. It just works good with the kids. That way they can sit on the top, watch movies, whatnot. Gives me a little bit of storage. And the way the house is laid out, it only actually takes up, you can see it under there, one hole. So I'm only losing one hole by having it there, and it's worth it with all the extra storage I get. And the other bunk right now is folded up against the wall. I'll try to move over here so you can see it. So they come down pretty simple. You pull two pins, one right there, one right there, and they'll fold down, and then you just take these mattresses that are on the bottom, undo these bungees, and flip them up, put them on the top. It's kind of the only way I could find to do it. I guess I could have reset them or recessed them the other way so the mattress pads sat against the walls, but it's just been too much of a pain in the butt. But let's see here. Really, when it boils down to it, is, I mean, whatever you put into it is what you want to put into it money-wise. I kind of went the medium route, so I went knotty pine instead of cedar. This is just Menard Special. It comes in a bundle. It's 3/8 inch thick. So it's 2x4 walls, and then they're spray foamed with spray foam insulation. 2x4 ceiling, 3/4 inch treated floor underneath. This is just a cheap on sale vinyl flooring, just kind of a free floating floor. So looks real nice. It holds up good. It doesn't get slippery or nothing, so I like that. The whole goal of this thing was to try to keep everything folded up. I wanted a fish house that I could open up if I wanted to and be able to fish 4 or 5 guys pretty comfy. So the nice thing is this bunk folds up, and then you can easily, we had 4 guys living in this thing for 5 days not too long ago, and it held up just fine. But with the kids and me coming out, it's nice having this bunk down, and plus it gives you a place to sit, and you can jig in these holes. So right now it's got 7 holes, one underneath the bunk there, 3 here, 1 in the middle, and then another 3 over there. So when you pull the bunks down, you only actually lose 2 holes. This middle hole is more or less for jigging, or I put it down there for a camera. If you want to run a camera, you can see all the holes. Or I also got one of these little clam live wells. I don't know if you guys have seen them before. If you haven't, you should get one. Just a little 8-inch live well. It's got a zipper side. You drop it down the hole. It's made by Clam. It's got floats on the top, and it's about 3 feet long. You can put a lot of fish in there, and I like using that. Keeps them fresh. Or plus, if you get some of those ones that you're kind of questioning whether or not you want to throw back or not, works good. Let's see, heater, just a cheap Amazon Procom heater. It's non-vented, but it works fine. It's 99.9% safe, so I'm not too worried about it. And just to be sure, I do got a CO detector up there on the ceiling. This here is a box with a fan in it. It's got a computer fan down here in the bottom that runs off the 12 volt. And what it does is it sucks air in. You can't really see it, but it sucks air in up here through the top. Sucks the hot air and blows the hot air down on the floor. And it does an alright job keeping the top from getting too hot, especially when you're sleeping. But when I run the generator, this 110 fan I got running now makes a big difference. That really is the make or break on that. Up on the front, TV that runs off just the 110 only. I don't have an inverter or nothing. DVD player on the shelf, and then up here just shelf for storage and whatnot. This was a scrap piece of stainless steel that we got off a table, and then I took a round sanding disc and did the fish scaling to it. Turned out alright. 12 volts, pretty straightforward. This is the master off and on switch, which is nice because it kills everything 12 volt. Otherwise, without this, your battery meter and these little LED lights and the back lights here would still glow. But anywho, pretty straightforward. This runs the ceiling lights. I've got blue hole lights, as you can see there by each hole, which are kind of nice at night. And then this switch here just runs the little 12-volt fan over there. Here's just a couple USB ports. I got the radio here, which was next to nothing, just due to the fact it's missing these covers that cover the screw, but I don't care. It's a Fishhouse. It works just fine. And the nice thing is the TV runs through that too, and you also got an auxiliary to plug your phone in. Then just a regular 12-volt jack. 110 outlets, pretty straightforward. There's one up behind the TV that runs the TV. Two up here. This one mainly uses for the fan and to charge the auger. And then there's one more down there. The only regret is I wish I would have put one back on that wall, but oh well. The lights are pretty straightforward. They're all 12 volt except for this middle one. That's a 110. The rest are all 12 volt. There's 5 of them, if you can see those or not. And then there's also a, this is for the outside light, which is 110. If I told anybody to do anything different, I would make that a 12 volt, just to make it a little easier. But that's it, pretty straightforward. The rod holder goes up on the ceiling, which is nice because it keeps, like I said, everything off the floor when you open it up. Yeah, basically that's about it. Baskets there, I might add a little more storage up there eventually, but it's pretty straightforward. I'll show you the outside quick if I can. It's windy out here. Ooh, boy, it's windy. I don't know how well you can hear me or not in the wind. I got nice LED tail lights built in the shack. Maybe I'll go over here, less windy. It's not much better. So the axles pivot up. There's your winches. I wish I would have spent more than $13 on Amazon for winches because the gears are a little bit sketchy sometimes. But maybe that'll be next year's upgrade. You basically fold them down. Pin goes in. Pretty straightforward. Full leaf suspension. Then if you had to, if something goes wrong, you can take this one bolt off and this collar comes off and the whole axle will slide right off of this 2-inch solid stock, so that works well. Boy, just a standard jack in the front, propane tank, power outlet, rubber roof, and enough of that, it's cold. So anyhow, that's the gist of her. If you got any questions or want to see anything else, let me know. Otherwise, there you have it. We're going to go pick up the little man and drop some lines down and do some fishing. So, see you later.